everyone. I'm Prabhjot Kaur. I'm Assistant Professor in Agriculture Department in School of Agriculture and Technology in RIMT University. And today my topic is organic farming in field crops. And their contents are what's the organic farming, need of organic farming, key characteristics and principles of organic farming, advantages and disadvantages of farming, and their reference. And what's the organic farming? Organic farming is a system which avoid or largely exclude the use of synthetic inputs such as fertilizers, pesticide, hormones, feed additives, and to the maximum extent feasible rely upon crop rotation, crop residue, animal manures, off-farm organic waste, mineral grade rock additive, and biological system of nutrient mobilization and plant protection. And what's the organic farming? So also related to vermicompost, green leaf manuring, crop rotation. We use crop rotation like rice, wheat, and their intercropping with the pulse crop, biological management, animal husbandry, biofertilizers, and use of manures. And what's the need of organic farming? Increase in population may compulsion to stabilize agricultural production were to increase in sustainable manner. Natural balance need to be maintained at all cost for existence of life and property. Agrochemicals which are produced from fossil fuel and not renewable and are diminishing in availability. And their key characteristics are protecting the long-term fertility of soil while maintaining organic matter level, encouraging soil biological activity, and careful mechanical intervention. Providing crop nutrient indirectly using relatively insoluble nutrient sources which are made available to the plant by the action of soil microorganisms. And principles of organic farming are principle of health, principle of ecology, principle of fairness, and principle of care. And these are four principles, and first is the principle of health. Organic agriculture should sustain and enhance the health of soil, plant, animal, human, and healthy soil produce healthy crop that foster the health of animals and people. Health is the wholeness and integrity of living systems. The role of organic agriculture, whether in farming, processing, distribution or consumption, is to sustain and enhance the health of ecosystem and organism from a smallest in the soil to the human being. And principle of ecology, organic agriculture should be based on living ecological system and cycles, work with them, emulate them, and help sustain them. This principle root organic agriculture within living ecological system. It states that production is to be based on ecological process and recycling. Nourishment and well-being are achieved through the ecology of the specific production environment. Organic management must be adapted to local condition, ecology, culture and scale. Next is the principle of fairness. Organic agriculture should build on relationship that ensure fairness with regard to common environment and life opportunities. This principle emphasizes that those involved in organic agriculture should conduct human relationship in a manner and ensure fairness at all levels and to all parties, that's the farmers, workers, processors, distributors, traders and consumers. And next is the principle of care. Organic agriculture should be managed in a precautionary and responsible manner to protect the health and well-being of current and future generation and the environment. Organic agriculture is a living and dynamic system that responds to internal and external demands and conditions. This principle states that precaution and responsibility are the key concern in management, development and technology choice in organic agriculture. And the next is the basic steps of organic farming. Organic farming approach involves following 5 principles. The first is conversion of land from conventional management to organic management. and second is the management of entire surrounding system to ensure biodiversity and sustainability of the system. And next is the crop production with the use of alternative source of nutrient such as crop rotation, residue management, organic manure and biological inputs. And next is management of weed and pest by better management practices like physical, cultural means and by biological control system. And next is maintenance of livestock in tandem with organic concept and make them an integral part of entire system. And next is the techniques and material used in organic farms by the organic farmers are the following techniques and materials are availed to build and keep the good fertility and good soil structure. These are crop rotation, green manuring and legumes, mulching on the soil surface, recycled and composted crop waste and animal manures, perfect and right soil cultivation at the right time. The next are techniques and materials are used to control the pest, weed and disease in organic farming. This is availing natural pesticide, enhancing genetic diversity, encouraging useful predators which eat pests, crop rotation, availability of resistant crops, practicing of good cultivation, careful planning and choosing the crops carefully. Next up, practices of organic farming are involves good animal husbandry, careful use of water resources. As a modern approach to farming, practicing the organic farming doesn't mean that we are going back and using the old and traditional method, because there are many old techniques of farming which is still used today. Organic farming takes the best techniques and combines those with the new scientific methods. Farmers who practice organic farming doesn't leave their farms totally upon nature. Instead, they avail the complete knowledge, method and materials to work with the nature. By doing like this, the farmers maintain a balance to grow animal and crops. Organic farmers don't see every insect as a pest and they don't solve every problem of a farm with the chemical farms. And so why organic farming? Why we choose organic farming? There's the organic farming doesn't furnish long-term benefit to the environment and also to the people, because organic farming aims to the following. There's enhance the long-term soil fertility, control the diseases and pests by not harming the environment, and make sure that the water is clean and safe, avail the source which the farmer already has, which become affordable to the farmer to buy the necessary things to the farm, and as such generate nutrition to feed for animals and also sell the high quality crops at the good price. Intensive and modern agriculture have many difficulties, that are herbicides and artificial fertilizers that are easily washed away from the soil and they pollute water courses, lakes and rivers. Extended use of artificial fertilizers outcomes in the soil with a low organic matter content which can be easily destroyed by the wind and rainfall. Depending on the fertilizers, and this dependency require large amount of fertilizers to generate the same yield of crops. Artificial pesticides stay in the soil for a prolonged time and from the soil they enter the crops, and through the crops they enter the human body and cause distinct health related difficulties. They destroy the microorganism of the soil. It becomes very difficult to control the disease and pest because they become resistant to the artificial pesticides. And next is the crop rotation that's used in organic farming to generate a healthy crop. Organic farmer needs to manage the soil in the farm. Maintenance of soil involves the following consideration, that's our soil life, soil nutrients or soil structure. Next is the choice of crops in the organic farming. Each crop and variety of the crop have its own specific requirements. In few places the crop grows well and in few places it doesn't grow well because the crops are affected by the following. That's the amount of water required, the type of nutrient required, number of nutrients required, the temperature altitude, soil types and rainfall. And next is the rotation. Growing the same type of crops in the same field year after year decrease the fertility of soil and encouraging the building up of pest, weed and disease in the soil. So the crop should be moved to a distinct area of land and shouldn't return to the original land for many years. For example, rotation of 3 to 4 years is recommended for the vegetables. Next is the composting. Composting is an organic matter that's the plant residue and animal residue. It has been rotted down by the other organism and a bacteria for a period of time. Next is the green manures. Green manures are called as cover crops and these are the plants which are grown to enhance the nutrient content, organic matter content and structure of the soil. And next is the mulching. Mulching is nothing but the covering the ground with the layer of loose material like leaf, crop residue, dry grass, straw manure and compost. And the green manures called as cover crops. These are plants which are grown to enhance the nutrient content, organic matter content and structure of the soil. And next is the advantages of organic farming. Farmer can reduce their production cost because they don't need to buy expensive chemicals and fertilizers. Healthier farm workers, they improve plant growth and physiological activities of plants. In the long term, organic farms save energy and protect the environment. It can slow down global warming. There is an increasing consumer are willing to pay more for organic foods, farmer residue in foods. And other advantages of organic farming are more animals and plants can live in the same place in a natural way. This is called biodiversity. Pollution of groundwater is stopped. They reduce the need for purchased inputs. This is poison free. Food tastes better. Food keeps longer. Organic fertilizers is considered as complete plant food. Organic manure produce optimal condition in the soil for high yield and good quality crops. And these are disadvantages of organic farming. This organic food is more expensive because farmers don't get as much out of their land as conventional farmers do. Organic product may cost up to 40% or more. Production costs are higher because farmers need more workers. Marketing and distribution is not efficient because organic food is produced in smaller amount. Food illness may happen more often. Organic farming can't produce enough food that the world population need to survive. This could lead to starvation in countries that produce enough food today. And these are reference to see and know further organic farming. There's a www.google.com, wikipedia.com, studymafia.com and agriinfo.in and others are AgriMoon. These are agriculture sites and there's a reference for organic farming. And thanks.